Part A. Use the binomial theorem to expand 2 minus 3x to the power minus 2 where the modulus of x is less than 2/3. In ascending powers of x up to and including the term in x cubed, give each coefficient as a simplified fraction. So let's remind ourselves what the binomial theorem states. This is what it shows in your formula booklet. So 1 plus x to the power n is 1 plus nx plus n times n minus 1 over 1 times 2x squared, and so on. Right, so we have to rewrite our expansion as 1 plus x to the power n. So that's our first job here. We need to rewrite this so it has a 1 at the front, not a 2. So we need to factorise that 2 outside. So if I factorise the 2 outside, I can do that as long as I do 2 to the power minus 2. Just because I take it outside, it's still to the same power. The 2 divided by 2 on the inside is 1. The minus 3x divided by 2 is minus 3x over 2. Now, the 2 to the power minus 2 is the same thing as 1/4, 1 over 4. Right, let's now use the binomial theorem to expand this out. So we'll keep the quarter at the front. Right, our n is minus 2. The n is minus 2. The x is the minus 3x over 2. So using the formula, the first term is 1. The second term is n, which in this case is minus 2, times x, which in this case is minus 3x over 2. The next term is n times n minus 1 over 1 times 2 times the x squared. And the third term, because we do need to go up to the cubic term, is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 over 1 times 2 times 3 times the x cubed. Right, that's quite a mess there, so let's try and tidy this up. We'll leave the 1/4 at the front. Right, the first term was 1. Our second term is minus 2 times minus 3x over 2. So the two negatives make a positive, and the 2's cancel out, and I'll just get 3x. Right, our next term, minus 2 times minus 3 is plus 6, divided by 2 is 3. Then we're going to multiply that by the minus 3x over 2 squared. So the minus 3x over 2 squared would be positive 9x squared over 4, which when multiplied by that 3 would give 27x squared over 4. And then our next term, minus 2 times minus 3 is 6. 6 times minus 4 is minus 24, divided by 6 is minus 4. We have then got the minus 3x over 2 cubed. So minus 3x times minus 3x times minus 3x is minus 27x cubed, and the 2 times the 2 times the 2 is 8. Which, when you multiply that by the minus 4, will give me a positive, The 4 and the 8 will cancel out and I'll just get 27 over 2x cubed. Then I need to multiply through by a quarter. So I would have a quarter times 1 is a quarter. A quarter times the 3x is 3/4 x. A quarter times the 27 over 4 is 27 over 16, the x squared. And a quarter times the 27 over 2 is 27 over 8x cubed. And there we go. We have written out the first 3 terms of that expansion. That's my answer for part A. Right, we're then told about f of x, and we're told that that's equal to a plus bx over 2 minus 3x squared, where x is less than, the modulus of x is less than 2/3, and a and b are constants. Now I'm thinking that this has got to have something to do with what we've done in the previous part. And it definitely does. I could think of this as being a plus bx multiplied by 1 over 2 minus 3x squared. Hopefully you can see that writing this is the same thing as writing this. And hopefully you can also see that this is the same thing as this. Therefore, I could replace this with my answer from part A. Right, let's expand that out. So first of all, let's times everything by the a. So we've got a times a quarter, so that's a quarter a. We've then got a times the 3 over 4x. So that's 3 over 4ax. We've then got the a times the 27 over 16x squared. So that's 27 over 16ax squared. And then we've got the a times the 27 over 8x cubed, which is 27 over 8ax cubed. Right, that's all of the a's multiplied. We're now going to multiply by the bx. So the bx times the quarter is a quarter bx. The bx times the 3/4 x is 3/4 bx squared. The bx times the 27 over 16x squared will be 27 over 16b x cubed. Right, we've got some like terms here that we can collect up. The 1/4 a, that's the only term that's independent of x, that has no x, so we'll leave that there. Then, right, let's look at the x terms. We've got an x term here and we've got an x term here. The coefficients of that is 3/4 a plus 1/4 b with that x there. Now let's look at the x squared terms. we've got an x squared term here and an x squared term there. So the coefficients of that is the 27 over 16a plus the 3 over 4b. And then let's look at the x cubed terms. We've got an x cubed term here and an x cubed term here. So the coefficients of those is 27 over 8a plus 27 over 16b x cubed. Right, so we have expanded f of x and simplified it the best we can in terms of a and b. So let me just delete that so we're not getting confused by it. Right, we are told that in the binomial expansion for f of x, so in what I've just done, the coefficient of x is 0. Well, this is the coefficient of x, so this must be 0. So 3 over 4a plus 1/4 b is equal to 0. Which I could simplify a little bit by timesing through by 4 to get 3a plus b equals 0. That's just timesing through by 4 will make that a little bit simpler. We are also told that the coefficient of x squared is 9 over 16. Well, this is our coefficient of x squared, so that means that that should equal 9 over 16. So 27 over 16a plus 3/4 b should equal 9 over 16. And again, if I can simplify that, I should. If I multiply through by 16 here, multiplying through by 16 will just cancel those out, and it will mean that I just times this term here by 4. So I would get 27a plus 12b equals 9. I can divide those all by 3 as well to make my life a little bit easier. So dividing through by 3, I'll get 9a plus 4b equals 3. And the point is that we have got simultaneous equations here. We've got an equation that's got an a and a b there. We've got an equation that's got an a and a b there. So, solving these equations simultaneously. So you could use your calculator to do this. I'm just going to do it manually. Oops. Right. So rearrange to make b the subject. So b is equal to minus 3a. Substitute that here. So a is minus 1. Therefore, b is minus 3 times minus 1, so b is 3. So a is minus 1 and b is 3. Finally, part C of the question. The coefficient of x cubed. I need to find the coefficient of x cubed. This is the coefficient of x cubed. And we've just worked out what a and b are. So I can substitute them into this. So let's do that. We will have 27 over 8 times minus 1 plus 27 over 16 times the b which will give us 27 over 16. That is my coefficient of x.